Hello guys and welcome to Satisfactory, the game where you automate everything from nothing to eventually having huge factories and you can just sit back and relax. Now I'm playing this with my brother and at the moment we are starting from afresh. We had it's a huge world but our factory is massive on it and it's really laggy, so we're getting quite annoyed. So what we've done is we started fresh, it's enjoying the beginning again, because there's been a load of updates since and we want to test it out. So on the left you can see what the to-do list is. So at the moment I'm just getting some iron ore. This is such that I can build some metal plates and I can also build some rods. Now these are important because these basically build everything else afterwards, and as you can see we've already got hub upgrade 2. So my brother must have just put the necessary parts into the box or whatever it's called at the hub, which then sends the materials off and we get new upgrades. So yeah, at the bottom we have this ADA which gives you tips, and whenever you upgrade the hub it gives you more advice. Of course we have played this game before, so we do know what's going on about, but it is quite interesting to see some of the changes they've made, because the first time I ever played this there were minimal or no introductory statements to give you that much help, and there's also a lot more tiers now, which I'll explain further on. So at the moment we need to get hub upgrade 3 because that's the one after 2, funnily enough. So at the moment I need to go and get some copper because my brother's going to focus on the iron whilst I go and get copper, so I'm scanning for it here, but of course being me I run past it. Another reason why I'm getting all this wood is because we need it for biomass. We've started in the far left area, and I'll write some of these, that's annoying. Right, these just need to go. So bottom left, whilst I'm losing health, you can see my health bar. So we have 10 chunks. They aren't full chunks, meaning if you lose a bit of health the whole bottom section doesn't go. There are actually multiple divisions between each one of those whole segments. However, if you lose health and get to 0, then you'll actually die and respawn at this hub.
You have unlocked
so we just unlocked the next hub
new
upgrade.
Buildings and recipes, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively.
So I'm just going to craft some iron here.
8th objective, complete hub upgrade 4. Note, use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results.
So now I've finished crafting, I think I should have enough for all the plates, and now I've put plates in. This means we've now got hub upgrade 4, so the next one will obviously be 5. So now I've got the copper going, because what I've done is I've placed a smelter down and powered it. So rather than me having to craft each bit of slag straight into ingots, I can just put it into a one of them things that I've got, the smelter, and then it means I can just watch it and then come back to it later. So this is how you ultimately make progress. You need your systems to be pretty efficient, and then once they're quite efficient then you can move on and do other things. So what I'm doing now is just getting a load of copper because I can't be bothered actually mining this myself. Whilst my brother focuses on iron, I want to just get that going there, and a lot more biomass as well. Soon we'll be getting some limestone because we'll need that to expand our power network, but we're just starting off with that for now. So here I'm just checking how much of this stuff I can already fill in, because what we will do is when a certain hub upgrade is done, we'll just queue the next one on, so we know what we need to do. In this case we just need a little bit more, so I just want to nick this from the
congratulations,
area which my brother's focusing on. But if I go into my inventory now, you can see what we've got. But that's why I'm just building some of these power lines just to get these the biomass burner going that we just unlocked. So now if you read that at the bottom, if I talked over it, then rip. But basically at the bottom it said there are no more notes for section 6. This means the game thinks you're starting to develop enough and wants you to start learning on your own. But I think this is also because they don't want to tell you every single thing that you unlock every single time, just to save them a bit of energy really. So here I'm just going to craft a load of wire and then turn that into other stuff like, well, yeah, load of wire and then turn that into cable, because cable's needed for all these power poles to power stuff. So if you guys are enjoying this and you'd like to see more, don't forget to leave a like down below, of course. And if you want, subscribe as well. So what we've done now is just putting some of the stuff into that storage there, but just because we don't have any storage unlocked. Because stuff like flowers, they fill up your inventory quite quick. Saying that, I still have flowers in my inventory. So we just done upgrade 6, which is good. Soon we'll be able to get to the tier system, which is where it really starts ramping up in difficulty and the grind begins. But here we just unlocked biomass burners and the space elevator. Now the space elevator, if I remember correctly, is a pain, not just to build but also to complete. But we'll get to that eventually. Just definitely not in this video.
They're to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols.
So here's a calendar actually, but we missed Christmas because we were busy. Wow, there's actually stuff in here.
Good luck.
That's weird. So we probably missed out on a load of stuff. Oh, we can still do the whole calendar, just in any order. That's a bit interesting. So now we've done the calendar, we got a load of stuff from that. Some of the stuff you can't actually build yet in the game, like some of the quantum oscillators and the supercomputers. I want to say supercomputers, it might be quantum computers actually. But we've got a load of cool stuff, but we're just going to throw it all into there because we don't want to use any of that now. And you can see what we're doing right from the beginning. As you can see, we've had our first power outage, and this is because we placed down too many constructors. But what I'm going to do is build another biomass burner to help the problem. And also only got 9 biomass in each, which is, it's not bad, it's just going to run out quite soon. So what I've done is top them up. I've also placed a constructor down, which means I automatically create wire, which is very useful because wires needed in needed a lot basically from the beginning and sort of towards the end until you unlock material wire.
And lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory.
But here we finally got mergers and splitters, which is huge because these are required to make your production lines efficient. As you can see there, I've got a smelter going into one constructor, whereas you can get 2 smelters for copper for every 1 constructor. And here's a cool little poster that I found. I didn't know this was always there. This might be new, because our old world's on an old save. So I don't know if that world gets updated as we play it, or if it gets stuck in the original build version. So here at this point, we're just basically building up our supplies of resources, and I've started expanding this to be a bit more efficient. And what I'm going to do actually now is get the mine set up. So what a miner is, if I've not explained this before, it basically extracts the material from out the ground, and that's huge because it means we don't have to mine it ourselves. However, of course, I forget plates, so I'm going to have to go and get some more now. But the miners are really useful, and the key to this game basically. You can upgrade the miners as well, so they can get to MK2, MK3. And I don't know if MK4, again, they'll be released anytime soon, but there might be MK4s. But there's a lot to go before they need to implement an MK4 into the game. They being the developers. So also top right, you can see the pod will return in a certain time. This is every time you complete a mission, or not a mission, but every time you complete one of those objectives, which you saw I was doing before. The pod has a return time. However, I think this is because it's the last one of the hub upgrades. Now it has the time, so I think the next one might be the first good upgrades. So that'd be like it'd be more like there's foundations, so that's how you can place your machines down on a nice organised grid. And then there's other cool stuff you can get as well. So here I'm looking to place more constructors, but you need more reinforced iron plates, which are quite a pain to get. Well, they're not really a pain to get by hand, but you need screws and plates. And that's, to be honest, everything's effort in this game if you're doing it by hand, because then you've got to hold your finger down and just, you know, craft stuff, whereas if you get all this stuff to do, it's better. So here what I'm doing, once everything's crafted, all this wire, I am then pumping it into this this merger, because this merger, or this conveyor anyway, can hold 60 material on it, or 60 items. So I know there'll be max 6, well there's going to be 30 coming out of there, so therefore I know it should be fine. The only thing is with this, the reason why I've done 4 constructors from 2 smelters is because I said before the ratios are like that, and also the amount of copper a normal node produces is 60. So once you've done all the ratios and stuff, you can get 4 constructors per 60 node, which is quite good. But then we just had another power outage. Then it's back up, so that's not too bad. At this stage, usually a power outage is either adding too many things, like constructors or smelters, or it's when you run out of biomass to power those 2 biomass burners at the back. But I think in this case, I've been my brother adding too many constructors, and as you can see, our wires are already everywhere. I'm also looking at this because there's a backlog of wire. So what I'm going to do is place another merger or another ramp, so I can just or another storage on top, and then it means I can just put it straight into a second storage, just so there's no backlog there. And the reason that's happening is because it's trying to merge it all onto one conveyor, but that one conveyor isn't fast enough to get it out, so it just gets stuck. Which you'll find that is the case with a lot of these conveyors. So if you enjoyed this first episode, guys, don't forget to leave a like down below. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment to let me know you're enjoying it. It's much appreciated, and it gives me some more reason apart from just to play the game to keep coming back to it. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.